Hey everybody, Jimmy from Superpath here today with Shivani Berry, the CEO and founder of Ascend. Shivani, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I love the Superpath community. So excited to be here.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you doing this. It's a huge benefit to our folks to meet you, see your face, hear your voice, hear the company story from the founder itself. You're hiring for a content role, which we'll talk about specifically, but maybe first, could you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about Ascend? It's an inspiring mission. I'm sort of curious, how did you come to it? Why did you start it? All that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey everyone, I am the CEO and founder of Ascend. We offer an online leadership program for women. And really what inspired me to start Ascend was I used to be in our members' shoes. We call them Ascenders. And so as I was moving up into management at large companies like PayPal and also high growth startups, I learned how to advocate for myself, rally stakeholders, all by making a ton of mistakes. Some guidance for just a lot of blowups. And so I wanted to create the leadership program I wish I had access to when I was making that move into management. Our mission at Ascend is to elevate more women into leadership. That's a big way that we're going to see the change that we just see in today's workplaces. And I just realized there is currently no good way to learn these skills in a really practical manner. And so right now our first program is a 6-week online leadership program where the women learn the skills to be able to lead and influence that work. And it's been truly amazing to see how women from all over the world and at top companies like Google, Slack, startups like Starbucks, all these different companies have come out of it feeling so much more confident and being able to move up faster in their careers. Promotion is not something I promise because as we both know, there's many factors that go into it. And so it's been really rewarding where members have come back to me and been like, guess what, Shivani, I just got promoted and this program helped me do it. And it's like, amazing. And, so we've been around for about less than 2 years now, and we've just grown really, really quickly. And it's probably just through word of mouth, like members referring their friends, their colleagues. And so now excited to bring on someone on board to really help us get the message about Ascend across and to help support more women to realize our mission to elevate more women into leadership. Our dream is to become the go-to platform for women in leadership, to be where we provide you the set of skills, but also that community so you can learn and grow together.
That's really cool. That's what an awesome mission. I'm already,
I've never had so much fun doing this.
Yeah. I'm already imagining too, my content brain is thinking of there's so many cool stories to tell, members to highlight, sort of loaded, very rich with opportunity when it comes to content. Maybe we can talk a little bit about the content role specifically. Have you started on content? Will this person be starting from scratch? Where are you on marketing?
Yeah. So today I've been running content on my own. So right now this person would be the third person coming onto our team, the first content marketing person. And really, as I was mentioning, we've grown so quickly and now we're at an inflection point. And to be honest, we've created Ascend is creating more of an impact than I even imagined. And so I really want to bring someone on to help us grow this. And so, I have built up a following on LinkedIn. I have a newsletter of around 4,500 subscribers now with open rates of about 40%.
Oh, wow.
And I still think there's a lot of opportunity. And this is me, just I come from a product background, it's just me kind of figuring things out as I go. So I'm just how much more can we unlock if we had someone who was really knew what they were doing? And like you said, we have a lot of content. We have a lot of testimonials. I run fireside chats with senior women leaders like Kim Scott, the creator of Radical Candor, Julie Zhu, the Salesforce COO. And so we have all this content to repurpose or share with the community and help them learn, even if they're not in the program itself. And so really looking for someone to come drive that content creation and the content strategy.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think from the content marketer's perspective, walking into a situation where you're unlocking, your job is to unlock stories and sort of package them up for readers is really a fun position to be in, rather than a job where you're handed a list of keywords and have to figure out how long the blog post should be to rank. It's just a much more inspiring and creative path to be on as a content marketer. So anyway, for folks who are kind of thinking it sounds like maybe SEO becomes important at some point, but there's kind of a thought leadershipy angle for now because you have these great stories to tell and you sort of want to establish the mission and all that good stuff. Is that accurate?
Yeah, definitely. I want us, like Ascend, to be seen as a thought leader when it comes to leadership, especially when it comes to women in leadership. And this role, this person would help build up that brand, would help us build a following around that. And so it's like you said, it's like at some point, like we will be thinking about SEO and all this stuff, but like right now it's actually much broader than that, and thinking about like creating a lot of pieces and content to like help us realize our mission and serve that purpose to like and build up a following.
Got it. I love it. Everyone will ask, remote?
Yes, fully remote.
Okay.
So like everything, Ascend is an online program. I want to build a fully remote team also.
Got it. Got it. So I guess
the only ask is just being able to work around like California hours. Like you can, I mean, like being like within like 3 to 4 hours of the Pacific time zone.
Got it. Okay. Just so there's like some overlap with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
I'm also assuming that a perk for employees is, one, you just get to sort of like hang around like this kind of inspiring, motivating environment, but also like assuming if it were a woman to take this role, like would she get access to the program itself too?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. This person would get access to the program, also additional professional development opportunities. And so, and you also get to like hang around, like, and just connect with really, really amazing women. And so not just like the fireside chat that we do, but the women in the community, I would describe as high caliber, but low ego. Everyone is really driven to achieve their own goals, but also is equally as excited to cheer each other on. Like members repeatedly are like, I've never been in this kind of community before. And it's like safe space. In our sessions, we'll laugh and we'll cry and we'll be vulnerable, and people will share things that they've never shared before. And so it's just this like really energizing and just kind of like, it's hard to describe, but like, it's just like really special space that they'll get access to. And then also, whoever comes in, I want to make sure they grow in the way that they want to grow. So we'll have conversations around that and be able to shape their role and their growth to get them excited and support them too.
Yeah. I love it. That's so cool. Just from like a nuts and bolts perspective, like, are there certain content goals that this person will be working towards? Like, is there traffic numbers you want to hit? Like, do you want to grow the email list to a certain size, or is it more just about like, let's build some momentum on the storytelling side?
Yeah, it's a mix of both. So I think on the content goals, it'll depend on the project. So if like part of will be like building up our social media presence, for example, LinkedIn and Twitter. And so there would be like driving engaged followers, and then like getting a subset of that to subscribe to our newsletter, for example. They'll also own our weekly newsletter. And so thinking about open rates, click rates there, when they're writing email sequences, again, like those email metrics. And then, but like a lot of the overall goal is for Ascend to become known as a thought leader in the space. So some of it I do recognize is going to be more qualitative than rather quantitative, but those are some of the examples of the quantitative metrics that we would be looking at on these projects.
Got it. That makes sense. I would assume that like as folks are submitting writing samples for this application, that you're probably looking for a track record of great writing in the kind of thought leadership's a big bucket, but like kind of in that space where it's not just like ultimate guide to X style writing.
So, I think I want like at the very minimum, like you have to be great at writing. And so if you haven't done like you said, like thought leadership would be ideal, or if you have built up a following online, I think sharing that. But if you haven't done that, I would still encourage you to apply anyways. And, if you are a great writer, I definitely want to hear from you. And I would say, like, if you're a great writer who is excited about our mission, diversity is really important to us in all levels. So, for example, every single Ascend cohort is at least 20% Black and Latinx women. And if you if you're like excited about empowering women, excited about diversity in general, like, because I want that to come through in the content. And then also, if you are excited about building from scratch, I've built a level foundation, but then there's so much more to do. There's so much untapped opportunity. So having someone who's excited about building from scratch, having a ton of ownership are some of the other components. So yeah, if you haven't done like thought leadership before, like apply anyways, if like everything else sounds really exciting too, and you have had writing experience.
Got it. I really appreciated in the job description that you said, like, if you meet these qualifications, please apply. But if you don't meet these qualifications, also please apply. I just find like in speaking with lots of different candidates, like I can't tell you how many folks reach out to me saying like, hey, this job on the job board looks pretty cool. Like, do you think I should apply? And like the answer is just, yeah, of course you should apply. You know, like sometimes folks need a little kick to go do it. So anyways, for people thinking of applying, if you need that kick, send me a DM in Slack. I will happily give you that kick. And if you want some feedback on writing samples or you want me to look at your application, like just let me know. Like I'd be happy to do that kind of thing so you can put your best foot forward for Ascend.
Awesome. Thanks.
Shivani, anything else that I didn't ask you about this role or Ascend that I should have?
I think we covered a lot of it. I'd say when you're applying, sharing like specific experiences that you've had that will help you be successful in the role when possible, like sharing metrics on your public facing work. And really just like, I think the last thing, that I've mentioned here is just the impact that we're having at Ascend is larger than I ever imagined. So this is really an opportunity to create content and help us be a thought leader for a mission-driven company where you're going to help women gain confidence and really transform their careers, their lives. And so if you're excited about that, then I would love to hear from you. And, we are growing quickly, and this is really an opportunity to take on a role and have it be shaped in a way that you're excited about and really grow as the company grows. And finally, yeah, if you don't fit the description perfectly, just apply anyways. I'd still love to hear from you.
Awesome. I love it. I can't thank you enough for taking time to do this. We just get so much more context about the role. And now that we have a better understanding of your mission and how it's going, it's really inspiring. So for folks who are interested, please, like I said, I'd be happy to help with applications, review writing samples, whatever, but apply. Like if nothing else, put your best foot forward. You don't know what's going to happen. Shivani, thank you so much again. Really appreciate it. Hope we're sending some good folks your way shortly here.
I hope so too. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And so your entire community, I hope to hear from you. I would be really excited. And thanks for watching this.
Absolutely. Take care.